good morning, Internet. Looks like you caught up with me just in time to join me for a little morning ride. I've been wanting to kind of share something with y'all anyway, so maybe we can take a look at it now. And did I mention? It's still good and early out. So we're pretty dark. You know, I've mentioned this light in several videos and talked about just how good it is, and then come around and said, but it's no longer available. You know, I always felt bad about that. And so when I seen the opportunity to buy what they would call their next generation, I went ahead and bought it. And it come in yesterday, and we're trying it out. This is not the bike it's going to go on, but we just wanted to compare the two. And so we're trying it out today, and hey, you know what? Go ahead and join me with that. Well, we're just going to take a little ride on it right here with all of the lights. All of the above on there. And kind of see what we got there. You know, I can ride all night long like this. So what we did is we just stopped in an area that's pitch black, and we're going to just do a little comparison of the lights. This is going to be the stock light from Bafang, and you can see what it lights up for you. You know, it'll get you home, but that's about it. And this would be my two side lights. Got a nice little blue haze to them. I don't know if that shows up in the video or not, but it gives a very soft light, that's for sure. And these lights also have, all these lights have a flash mode on them. This is the original TE Rich light. And this is the new TE Rich light, the one that is available. If we tip that up a little bit. And so I'm going to say that is absolutely just as capable as the original that I've been talking so good about, and then turning around and saying, but you can't have it. And of course, if I want to really go for a night ride, I just turn on everything, and I can see all the way with absolutely no problem. If I can't see that, it's because I left my glasses at home, not because of lack of light. So that shines up pretty darn good. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we did to install these. We'll do, well, we'll just show you right from the beginning when I unboxed it what we got, and we'll certainly provide a link in the description for you, and we'll let you take it from there. Now you got no excuse not to ride 24/7. Just got a little package from Amazon in here, and thought I would open it up along with you guys here. This is a TE Rich light, and this will be their next generation. So we've got an owner's manual, tail light. This looks like a couple of the mounts for the tail light. Want to be the same thing. The headlight and tail light have 2 separate chargers. There's 2 separate cables there. We've got a tail light. It is working. As far as it's got some charge on it. The mount for the headlight, that's going to go on to the handlebars or handlebar extender. And the headlight itself. So, all right. So let's go ahead and, now your tail light, well, that is, it's just one of these little rubber straps, hooks over, hooks down on the, hooks back to it. And it can go on your seat post, on, in this case, it's the back of the frame. You know, it's a very simple mount that we've all seen before. It actually, it looks like the exact same tail light as their other generation, and I can tell you they have a good lifetime. They have a good battery lifetime to them in between recharges. What we have here is we just recharge these things. Well, you know, right here in the shop, we just put them on there. That's one of the square ones there, and we just recharge them as needed right here in the shop. So amongst all the junk, everybody who's done anything with biking has about 10 million of these things laying around. And so we can try this little rubber one here. That just adds a little bit of thickness to your handlebar, so you don't have to pull that in so much. It's just a matter of tighten it down on there. Just get it snug enough, and that rubber sleeve right there really helps it to be snugged up in there. And voila, ooh, big job, it's mounted. So now, what I thought was pretty neat about this is if you look, I don't know if I'd mentioned it before, I'd noticed it. This number right here, there's 91% of the battery sitting there. So that's a definite plus over top of their last generation that they had. The other thing that's pretty nice about it is when you turn it off, the last generation that they have, when you turned it off, you just had to hold that down and hope that it turned off, basically. This one here, it brightens up. When you hold that in, as soon as it brightens, you turn it off, and that flicks it down through there. Okay, you've got your high, medium, low, super low, I guess that would be called, and then you're back off. But if you double click it, then you've got a strobe. So when you turn it on, or initially, it automatically goes to the high. Oh, and one other thing that I'll mention that I don't believe I have so far is we're talking about a less than $20 light. So yeah, that's a pretty good deal in my book. That's a pretty good deal in my book. Now, the one thing that I was hoping was going to be the case, to take this light off, you just press a little tab down there and slide it off, and now you've basically got a flashlight that you can use. And their other generation is the same on that. The one thing that I was really hoping was going to happen, I didn't really expect it, but I was in hopes that these mounts would be universal. You'd be able to use either one, and that's not the case. They're a different type of a mount. So that was a little bit of a bummer. You know, we can't put one mount on one and one on the other and interchange the lights, whichever one is charged up the best. That doesn't work out, but that's okay. At less than 20 bucks a light, well, you know, we could get more of them if we really wanted to. So there you go. Great light. Now, I can't just sit here and say, well, this is a great light. It lights up, lets you ride at night, no problem at all. You can't get it. Well, now you can.
Well, there you go, Internet. Now you know my secret of how I can ride any time of the night. Typically, that's very early in the morning for me, but I tell you, this has really made me realize how little light I've had. I've probably had a few Sasquatches walk right on by me and never even knew it. But now, look out, Bigfoot, because I'll see you for sure. Hey, that's going to do it for this time around. Until next time, stay safe, God bless, and keep them wheels rolling. Internet, we're out.